Welcome back to our lecture series in circuits and networks. So, in today's class, we are discussing the something that we didn't discuss in the last derivation of set parameters, because after just the basic derivation, we directly move to some simple numerical problems. But today, we are having some discussions about some derivations like the equivalent circuit of a two-port network derived in terms of set parameters, and also condition for reciprocity and condition for symmetry. So, first of all, we are moving to equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit in terms of set parameters. So, what were the equations? V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So, I want to implement this equation first. It is having a source, and that is V1, and correspondingly we are having two currents in the equation. The first current is I1, and let us check these components. Z11 into I1, that represents a voltage drop. Z11 into I1, that is every current passing through a impedance or resistance will produce some voltage drop. So that can be represented as Z11 I1. So this is a voltage drop, plus minus, because I1 is entering at top side. It is an impedance, and current into that impedance will create a voltage drop. So this element is accounted, or this component of voltage is accounted. There is one more component of voltage, that is Z12 I2. So you can see this is also a voltage. But this I2 is not here, I2 is not with me now, because we are drawing the primary side. But this component of voltage, which should be accounted as a part of this V1 or primary voltage, is depending on some other current which is not with us. So that I have to use a concept of dependent voltage source. It is a voltage. It may be voltage drop or voltage source. Anyhow, the left side is voltage. So both the components in the right side should be in terms of voltage. So this component we can directly see it is a current passing through impedance. So we can represent it as a voltage drop. But this component is somewhat different. It is a voltage source, and that depends on current in the some other branch. I will write it as its value as Z12 into I2. This I2 is current of the neighboring area. I will draw that also. This is V2, and here I am having current I2. This current depending this voltage source, or the value of this voltage source is depending current in some other branch. So now I am going to this branch. Again the same analysis. The left side is a voltage, right side is having two components. This component I can see it is having the current of that branch I2. So Z22 into I2, that I can represent as an impedance. Its value is Z22, and value of this impedance is Z11, and Z22 into I2 will produce a voltage drop, that is Z22 I2. This voltage drop is Z22 I2, and this value of impedance is Z22. As current is entering at top side, we can mark it as plus minus, and after that it is depending on some other branch current I1. This voltage is depending on some other branch current I1. So I can use the concept of dependent voltage source, and its voltage value is set 21 I1, where I1 is the current of this branch. Now the entire thing is okay. This part represents first equation and this part represents second equation. So this is the equivalent circuit representation of any two-port network in terms of set parameters. Now we are moving to condition of reciprocity. Okay. Condition for reciprocity. So before going to the condition, first of all we have to know what is reciprocity. When we can tell a circuit is reciprocal. So in our first example problem, I showed you that in that particular problem, not only in that problem, in both of our examples that we done in previous class, we got that Z21 is equal to Z12. So if we got like this, then we can say the circuit is reciprocal. That you already know. If it is not, it will not be like this in all problem. In any of the problem, for any of the given network, if you find all the set parameters and check whether Z21 is Z12, then only you can tell that circuit is reciprocal. But it will not be obtained in all problems. In some problems you will not get this thing. So that circuit is not reciprocal. That is the case. Anyhow, you have to find Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 and check whether Z11 equal to whether Z21 equal to Z12. Then that circuit is reciprocal. Now I want to derive that condition. If Z12 is Z21, circuit is reciprocal. That is the condition. Now I want to derive that condition. So how we can derive that condition? So before that, for deriving any condition, we should know what is the thing you want to derive. Now you want to derive the reciprocity. So you have to understand what is reciprocity. If a network is said to be reciprocal if ratio of excitation at one port to response at other port is same. If excitation and response are interchanged. Let me show. Okay, not there. I will draw here. Suppose this is a two-port network. This is I1 and this is V1 and this is I2 and this is V2. Suppose in this network, I want to connect an excitation because I want to check excitation at one port and response at other port. So I am going to give an excitation at this port. Excitation means I want to connect, I am going to connect a source. This is actually a port for connecting. I am expecting some V1, but I am specifically connecting a source and its voltage is Vs. So what is the thing? V1 is now Vs. I connect some specific excitation source. And now I want to observe the response at the other port. But the other port is open. This is the provision for connecting a voltage source and injecting a current inside. But actually, now it is open. So, for checking that response, I am going to close the circuit. I short circuited it. Generally, please keep this thing in your brain. In normal circuit, this is the port for connecting a voltage. But here you are not connecting any voltage. Instead of that, you are just short circuiting. Generally, in such case, the current will, as we are pumping from this side, the current will generally flow like this only. Now what is the I2? I2 is the supposed direction that current will flow towards inside if we are connecting a source. But here I am not connecting any source, I am just shorting. So a current will come from this side to this side. That's why direction of I2 is given as I2 dash. Now tell me, V1 is Vs. What is V2? V2 is 0 because short circuiting. If you are short circuiting any terminals, its voltage will become 0. So V1, V2, okay. I1 is I1 itself. But what will be I2? I2 is flowing in opposite direction with a name I2 dash. So that I2 and it is opposite direction means you have to take it as negative. So I2 is no more I2, it is just opposite direction with a new value. That's why I am taking it as I2 dash. Okay? Is it okay? So what I want to find? I want to find the ratio of excitation at one port. What is excitation? What is excitation? It is Vs by response at other port. What is response? It is I2. Okay. Dash. Excitation at one port by response at other port. So I want to find excitation at one port to response at other port. So what I want to find? Vs by I2 dash. Initially I will find this one. Then I will reverse the excitation and response. I will connect this excitation at this side and response will be measured from this side. That ratio will be also checked. For reciprocity, that both these ratios should be same. So initially we will do this as first case 1. Case 1, you draw this figure. Okay. Then let me write what is V1 based on set parameter. V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Here we know that apply this condition. V1 is equal to Vs. So Vs is equal to Z11 I1 is I1 itself plus Z12 I2 is minus I2 dash. Minus I2 dash. Okay. And V2 is equal to 0 as it is short circuit. It is Z21 I1 minus Z22 by minus because I2 is I2 dash minus I2 dash. Okay. Now from this equation, from the second equation, please find the expression for I1. I1 is equal to Z22 I2 dash by Z21. Suppose this is first equation, this is second equation, this is third equation. You need to substitute 3 in 1. Then what you will get? 3 in 1. You will get Vs is equal to Z11 into this I1. Z22 I2 dash divided by Z21 minus Z22 into I2 dash. I just substituted this result in this expression, first equation. Okay. Now, let me make an LCM. Vs is equal to Z11 Z22 I2 dash minus Z22 Z21 I2 dash all divided by Z21. Is it okay? Now this is our aim. Our aim is to find Vs by I2 dash. So please do. It is very simple. Z11 Z22 minus Z22 Z21 all divided by Z21. Is it okay? So first condition is obtained. Equation A. Now I want to go by interchanging the response port and input port. Okay, let me try it. Okay, now I want to consider the case 2. In case 2, we know that this is the original network, 2-port network, which is having an output port and input port. The actual input port condition is V1 and current will be flowing towards inside, and actual output port condition is V2 and current is flowing towards inside. In this condition, we are making slight alternations for finding our required thing. What is our required thing? We want to find the voltage by response by input ratio. So initially we connected a source here and we found response from this side. Now we are going to reverse it. That is, source Vs is connected here. Vs, a source Vs is connected here, and response is measured from this side where input side is short circuited. So initially this was the assumed direction of current, but as it is short circuited and we are connecting a source here, now the current will be flowing in this direction, I1 dash. So what are the conditions? Now V2 is no more V2, it is renamed as Vs. I2 is I2 itself. I2 is I2 itself. And V1 is 0 because we short circuited. And the response current I1 is nothing but minus I1 dash. Why so? The net I1 is flowing in opposite direction with new name because its value is, it is primary current but it is having some value. That's why we termed it as minus I1 dash. Negative sign indicates it is flowing in the opposite direction of the expected I1. Okay. Now we have to substitute these things. Actually this was our basic equation. V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. We want to substitute all these conditions into this equation. Then we want to take the ratio of response to the excitation or current response to voltage source applied. Okay. Okay, from this equation, now I substituted all the terms from the new circuit. So this is Z22. Please mind this is not Z12, it is Z22. Now I am going to take I2 from equation number 5. So make this to the right side, move this to the right side and cross multiply. Then I2 will be Z11 I1 dash by Z12. Is it okay? This is equation number 7. Now substitute 7 in 6 so that Vs is equal to minus Z21 I1 dash plus Z22 into this equation. Z11 I1 dash by Z12. Now let me take LCM. Vs is equal to Z22 Z11 I1 dash minus Z21 Z12 I1 dash all divided by Z12. But what is our aim? Our aim is not to find Vs. We want to find the ratio of excitation to response. Excitation is Vs. Response is I1 dash. So that Vs by I1 dash is equal to, just divide all the term by I1 dash. Z22 Z11 minus Z21 Z12 all divided by Z12. This is our equation. So this is Vs by I1 dash. And in the previous step, in the previous slide, we got that Vs by I2 dash was, what was it? Z22, Z11 minus Z21, Z12 all divided by Z21. For a network to be reciprocal, we want these two should be equal. I will write it. These two equations should be equal. I will write it here. That is, Vs by I1 dash should be equal to Vs by I2 dash for the circuit to be reciprocal. If we equate these two things, reciprocal. If you equate these two things, what you will get? Please equate. You will get Z12 is equal to Z21. So this is the condition for reciprocity. Now there is one more small derivation, that is condition for symmetry, that I will leave to you. You can do it as a homework and you can submit it. It is not this much complicated. It is very simple. You please refer any textbook and write condition for symmetry as a homework. So this is the derivation. Thank you.